always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. At their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the running back. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Underwood. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
I mean, you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give on the inside. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The kick is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. get this drive going from the 17. Here's the handoff. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are 2 teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the 2 teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game, and this is now a massive decision for the head coach because it is early, and how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this 1st down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. To the air, it's Underwood. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
At the 41-yard line. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
First play of the period, first down here. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. He's loose.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Trying play action. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Underwood. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be.
It's a running room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. takes the handoff. It's Jackson. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He'll do it himself on the draw. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. Wide open spaces. Good solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. off play action. Under fire. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to get the corner. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. The screen. He can go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
At the 29, defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on third down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Timeout, Michigan.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pucks it out of the air. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Using his legs, it's Peoples. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the boot, looking for his man. Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
From the 10 for the first play of this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's McCulley. There he goes! And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Racing to the right. Inside the touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Buying some time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. On the move, it's Haynes. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Gives it on the option. Finds a little space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history just, they know.
It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Caught close to the marker. It's Tate. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was is no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking downfield, it's Sayed. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
That one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. And defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Second down coming up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And the defense got him at the 27.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Find some fresh air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it's...
Oh, a lot of space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
From the red zone, it's Donaldson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air, it's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Throws toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Haynes. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Finds the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To throw, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looking to fire. This time he's got his man.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not get gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This guy's going after a day sort of like the one Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93, already well on his way.
And Joey Galloway had that bayou speed, that Freaky Friday speed, and he's got it too. I mean, just such a dynamic weapon on the outside. It's a good idea to find him and throw him the football early, in the middle, and late.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his feet. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Moore. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Timeout, Michigan.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Trying to change now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Klein. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And that's good enough for a first down.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up